Okay, let's talk about it. So the Carolina Panthers in a town in Carolina agreed to terms on bringing a new facility to the town. Now, that town would then benefit from it because a massive facility would be built.
Hold on quick. Was this a stadium or their facility?
I don't know.
Headquarters.
I think it was their head. Yeah, I don't know if it was the stadium. It was just the headquarters facility.
Yeah.
So that would be the home of the Panthers, blah, blah, blah. They come to a deal. How much will the town pay for? How much will the Carolina Panthers pay for? Carolina Panthers, owned by Tepper, the richest owner in the NFL, the only owner in the NFL to crack the top 10 of the wealthiest professional sports teams owners. So he's the wealthiest by far. It is a whole different thing. Businessman, though, obvious. Bet on himself, I believe, the guy, numerous times and found his wealth as opposed to being born into it. So I think there's a lot of respect amongst, people for the way he has done his thing. And he is spiteful, it does appear in some of his Wikipedia stories, where he will buy people who have maybe slighted him in the past house, tear it down, and build a house double the size just to kind of do that type of thing. So he had an agreement with the town. Rock Hill, I believe is what it was called. Rock Hill is the town. There was an agreement on how much the town would pay and how much Panthers would pay. And the town didn't put up their end of the bargain, whatever was due. Then the Panthers told them, you have 30 days to do this once it was already delinquent. Those 30 days had passed, and now the Carolina Panthers have canceled the agreement with the town for the facility, and they will re-examine the relationships everywhere. Whatever the case, people aren't going to care about Tepper saying, because he's the richest dude in the NFL, people aren't going to ever have him be babyface. But Tepper said, I'll be goddamned if you make a deal with me and you don't fucking hold up your end of the bargain. I will shut this whole fucking thing down. I do not care about Rock Hill, North Carolina, or wherever the fuck this is, AJ.
Well, I want to know, have they already started building it? Is there part of the structure in place already and then they backed out or what?
They broke ground on this facility?
I believe, because we reported on a year, I think they had the ribbon ceremony, and I believe pictures that I saw today, there was some definite, there's definitely work going on.
Hey,
the last month they stopped the work, right? They hadn't been working and now they backed out. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that's already been done, but I assume that's from the Panthers' end of payment, and they're probably looking for their payment back. Oh,
they'll figure it out.
Who owns the land? Do the Panthers still own the land? Are they going to sell it? Are they going to redo it? Are they going to have to rebuild it because they've already started up on something? Is it in the middle of town? And here's a lot of questions that have to go on. And it seems like the Panthers couldn't even get a hold of the council if you look at the 30-day, hey, you have 30 days, and never heard back from them.
Well, when we talk about these structures that get built for the Olympics and stuff, I assume there's already 500 to 600 homeless people that have just moved into this half-built building.
Yeah.
And that there's no way they can do anything.
Cutter's changing that. You see Cutter?
What?
Qatar or Qatar, wherever your World Cup is, they built a stadium with shipping containers that they can take down, I guess, when it's done.
What?
I saw something about it, yeah.
Is that the one that has the air conditionings in them?
I don't think it is, but they show all these shipping containers on the outside of the thing, and they act like they could take it down and put it up somewhere else or something.
So is Qatar not going to have any stadiums after this? How many people, were,
What's that?
I mean, a lot of people passed away building those things.
Well, I think
why though?
This is why they had to do that. They just brought one guy's going to operate a forklift, and he's going to pick up the shipping containers and move them because we have 18,000 dead people underneath that other stadium.
Jesus. It's 200 degrees down there, right?
Yeah, big time.
No, there's no way that's accurate. It's very hot is what I'm saying. It's not
it's
200 degrees.
Is this the World Cup, or is this a fucking, third and fourth grade soccer tournament on the weekend?
What's
We're
going
building stadiums out of fucking shipping containers? Are you kidding me?